didn't go through. They haven't paid me, right? How am I supposed to calm down?
We sent you a termination notice by email. Didn't you get it? So, you're basically fired. I'm Keiichi Sato. I work at the staffing company called Days Corporation. Today, the HR folks were doing their usual thing, evaluating employees. Nagisa, please take a look at this performance report.
For a client outreach assignment, these results are... Keiichi, these numbers are brutal. We're not getting any new clients with this mess.
Look, she's working from home, so all we can really go on is her work output. But plot twist, she's Director Oba's kid.
I understand. Still, our evaluations have to be fair. This is terrible. My paycheck didn't go through. They haven't paid me, right?
Mitsuki, please calm down. Let's look at the facts first.
How am I supposed to calm down? My paycheck from last month isn't there. Accounting totally screwed up.
We sent you a termination notice by email. Didn't you get it?
Huh? A termination notice? I don't know anything about that.
What's going on here? So, you're basically fired.
No way! Dad got me this job. There's no way they can fire me.
I'm heading to the office right now.
Keiichi, is this a certificate of appreciation for reviving the Osaka branch?
That's
really impressive. You turned that losing branch around and made it profitable. Wasn't that project pretty legendary?
It's not like that. Also, don't tell anyone, it was a team effort. I didn't do it alone.
Such an amazing record. What kind of person are you?
30 minutes later.
You owe me an explanation. Why am I being fired?
Sato, what's the meaning of this?
It has to be an unfair evaluation. There must be some mistake.
Please, calm down. I'll explain everything in detail.
Even though I was working from home, I did everything I was supposed to. Let's go step by step and review the facts.
Mr. Oba, please look at Mitsuki's work record. And this is... She was working from home doing client research, and after 3 months, 2 reports. Just 2. And one of them was basically copy-pasted from another company's website. There was almost no original research.
It's harder to gather information from home. It's not like being in an office. Ugh! I put in tons of effort finishing those things. The content was decent enough, right? Mitsuki, could you tell us specifically what kind of effort you made? Well, I was too busy to remember, okay? I spent forever looking at a bunch of websites and stuff.
Okay, so maybe my daughter is a little spoiled. But can't she get a fresh start with better guidance? It's just the probation period. Firing her outright seems a bit too much.
Keiichi's evaluations are always fair. I'll prove it.
Nagisa, you're backing me up.
I checked Mizuki's remote work activity logs and she was frequently updating her social media profile during work hours. Like last month, she posted, "At the hot springs on some random Thursday at 11 a.m.
Mitsuki, what the...
That was just me taking a breather, and I made sure to mark it as break time in the attendance app, okay? Being stuck at home is stressful, so I need to go out sometimes or I can't focus. It's true you marked it as a break on the app, but the hot spring trip was a 3-day, 2-night getaway. But her work attendance app only shows 1-hour breaks each day.
It's physically impossible to go on a 3-day hot spring trip during a 1-hour work break.
I swear I only took an hour off each day, that's it. I'm sorry, but doing personal stuff during work hours is basically slacking off. Remote work assumes you're actually working at home.
In staffing, trust is everything with clients. But with an attitude like that...
Oh, come on! As long as I deliver results, it shouldn't matter.
Come on, Mitsuki. We can't pitch this to clients unless they're in a disappointment. Mitsuki, were you really working?
I was. But working from home turned out harder than I thought. I just couldn't concentrate alone. Other remote workers are producing results just fine. Ugh!
Even after all that, Mitsuki stayed frustrated. After getting fired, she came back part-time to gain work experience, basically doing reception and a bit of light paperwork. The next day, President Katsura, about what happened with Mr. Oba yesterday. I think I should clear that up.
I see. I'm actually already aware of everything.
Huh? You are...
Yes, I get regular progress reports from HR on employees during their trial periods. I already knew Mitsuki's results weren't going to be great. He told me his kid's just still getting used to things. Give her a bit and she'll be fine.
Is that what happened?
He said she'd totally crush it once she got settled. Looking at the numbers though, I'm not so sure.
So, President Katsura, you knew from the beginning.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Your evaluation was spot on. Anyway, Keiichi, gotta hand it to you. The way you pulled the Osaka branch out of the fire, that was pure genius. Flipping a $200,000 loss into a $50,000 profit? Yeah, that's gonna take more than just showing up.
Keiichi, you've got a record like that? I'm shook.
I was too embarrassed to tell you, Nagisa.
Oh, and guess what? Those 3 big manufacturers where people stop quitting left and right, that's your doing too. You cut it from 30% to 5%, and now the clients can't stop raving about it. Looks like you've become the talk of the industry.
Thank you so much.
I also believe the HR evaluation regarding Miss Mitsuki was a fair assessment. Oba is excellent in sales, but it seems his judgment softens when it comes to his daughter.
President Katsura, could you please hire me as a regular employee right now?
My apologies. My daughter got carried away.
I checked out your work already. 2 reports, both copy-pasted from other companies' sites. Not a shred of original research in there, huh? It's impossible to pass the trial period with results like that. Cage's evaluation was completely justified.
But I tried in my own way.
I'm very sorry. I am acutely aware of my daughter's lack of diligence.
Dad, you too?
1 week later, no one could have seen how things were about to spiral into something so unexpected.
Mr. Mizukawa, good day. I'm Mitsuki, Director Oba's daughter.
Mitsuki, how's work? I'm looking forward to working with you next month.
Actually, it looks like I'm about to get let go from my company.
Wait, what? They're firing you? But Mr. Oba was just singing your praises. He even said his daughter would totally live up to expectations.
They didn't recognize my results. It seems I was a bit inefficient.
That's a bit concerning, especially the whole handover circus. Shall I check with your company myself to confirm?
This is a disaster. Tokimeki Manufacturing is our biggest client. We're talking a 300 million yen contract here. Turns out Mr. Mizukawa was expecting to work with Mitsuki, and he's totally confused about this sudden personnel switch.
I'm so sorry. My decision has caused trouble for the company.
Keiichi, you didn't do anything wrong. I'll go with you to explain. Let's make sure they understand your capabilities.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're here with me. Nagisa, your kindness is my support. The next day,
Mr. Sato, can you explain why Mitsuki is no longer working on our account?
I apologize for any inconvenience. We're actually here now to discuss the selection of a new point of contact. Regarding Mitsuki, her contract has ended, and we plan to introduce a new representative.
Huh? Her contract ended? Mr. Oba told me she would be working as a full-time employee.
I'm really sorry, but after looking at her trial period performance, we decided not to bring her on full-time. We would like to introduce a more suitable and capable representative for your company.
I see. That's disappointing, but if you think that's appropriate... Wait, Sato? That's Sato? Wait a moment. You were the person in charge of that employee turnover improvement project, right?
Yes, I worked on it with my whole team.
Thanks to you, our manufacturing division went from 30% turnover down to just 5%. That's incredible. Talent retention shot up dramatically, and so did productivity.
Keiichi is always fair and acts with the client's best interests first.
And also, you were the one behind building our new employee training system, right, Mr. Sato? The quality of staff sent from your company has improved tremendously.
I'm glad to have been of help.
The situation with Mitsuki is unfortunate. But if a capable person like you called the shot, then it must have been for the best. Actually, could you introduce us to the new rep? If you pick them, I'm sure they're great.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mizukawa and I had a chat. Thanks to you two, we're actually getting along better now. We received an eager request to quickly select a new representative.
I'm glad it worked out smoothly.
Really? Meanwhile, the director and Mitsuki was dragging the client company into this. What on earth were you thinking? Thanks to you, I'm losing my reputation in the company.
I had my chance to actually impress a new client. And you went and ruined it.
Your actions cause trouble for the company and the client. You should reflect on your behavior. Oba's ego had taken a beating. After all that trash talk about being the sales king, he was now planning his next move, and it wasn't going to be subtle. A few days later, President Katsura, sorry about all the drama with my daughter. Any chance I could take on a big project to make up for it?
Oba, you're a great salesman, but your daughter's situation and your work skills are two completely different things.
Thank you. In that case, please leave the new Kansai development project to me. I will definitely make it a success.
Understood. I'm counting on you.
And on the day of the client meeting, for Kirameki-ko, we'd like to make a proposal with special terms.
What kind of terms?
Actually, we've heard that your competitor, Doronuma Manufacturing, has signed a contract with another company. So we'll hook you up with top-notch people for 20% less than what you'd normally pay.
20%? That's a great deal.
Yes, our company also values long-term contracts with excellent firms like Kirameki-ko. We wanted to take this opportunity to present terms that other companies absolutely cannot match.
I see. A long-term strategy.
If we lock down this contract before the competition shows up, we can always tweak the pricing later. This is my chance for a comeback. I'll definitely make this a success. The following week,
You've got to be joking, Oba. What does this ridiculous 20% discount even mean?
yes, I proposed a special price.
There's no profit with prices that low. Did you get the company's approval?
Well, that is...
President Katsura, we were reviewing Mr. Oba's strategy. Fulfilling this contract would result in an annual loss of $150,000.
Exactly. Sure, we might lose money in the first year, but we're banking on those sweet renewal contracts to make it rain starting year 2. If we keep this going for 3 years, we're looking at $200,000 profit per year. Stretched to 5 years, we're talking $500,000 annually.
But that's just a speculation. There's no guarantee they'll continue the contract. Let's convene a meeting and ask for everyone's opinion.
What had started as an attempt to restore Oba's honor was quickly turning into a financial nightmare. President Katsura decided it was time to gather everyone and figure out what the hell went wrong.
About the Kirameki-ko situation. Let's get HR's take on it.
I'm sorry, but with these terms, securing appropriate personnel will be difficult.
Considering training and management costs, a 20% discount makes losses unavoidable.
What do you people in HR know about sales? Mr. Oba, I'm only saying this because I'm thinking of the company. The client has even made additional requests, asking for more personnel. If this continues, the company will face significant losses. But we've already gone ahead with things, so... A 20% discount plus more staff would mean we'd lose over $200,000 a year.
Moreover, why was this decision made without company approval?
Look, I had to defend my reputation, okay? I've been in this industry for 25 years. Experience is important, but it's not a reason to ignore company rules.
Shouldn't we be focusing on company profits rather than personal reputation?
I'm the one who built this company to what it is today. Look, Mr. Oba definitely made some big contributions. But this decision is just plain wrong.
Keiichi, I want you to take over negotiations with Kirameki-ko.
Yes, understood. Kirameki-ko, we need to discuss the contract terms again. Please allow me to explain our personnel training program in detail. You can also review our past performance.
If you have such an impressive track record, then we insist on the standard price. It's only natural to pay a fair price for high-quality service.
Kirameki-ko has agreed to a contract at the standard price.
Excellent. Keiichi's negotiation magic pulled us through once more.
For it to go that smoothly, I can't believe it.
Mr. Oba, experience is great, but knowing what works now is way more important.
We have learned much from Mr. Oba. However, this incident borders on betrayal of the company. Betrayal? Everything I did was for the company.
If it was for the company, why didn't you consult anyone beforehand?
Wait, so you think risking $150,000 on your own call is somehow helping the company? Well, it was supposed to be smooth sailing.
You can't just decide on prices yourself. That's against company policy. Sato, this company needs someone exactly like you. Someone who can make cool, accurate judgments. I'm excited to officially announce your promotion to HR manager.
I get fired, and Keiichi gets promoted? This is ridiculous.
Mitsuki, the difference in capability is clear.
What capability? I worked hard too. 2 reports in 3 months, and they were copy-pasted. That's not what I call working hard.
Just because you're working hard doesn't mean you're working smart. Mitsuki, just give up. We've lost.
Lost what? I'll never accept this.
And here we are. 25 years down the drain, just like that.
Hey, experience isn't wasted, but overconfidence, that's off limits.
First my daughter, now this. Where did I mess up? And just like that, Oba's world came crashing down. 25 years of building his reputation, all wiped out by one terrible decision. When the personnel announcement dropped, they stripped him of his director title and sent him packing back to the sales floor like some rookie.
Time to hit the books again. You'll be training right alongside the fresh faces.
Training? How humiliating. Mizuki couldn't handle being at the company anymore, so she's starting over at this little IT company. She actually goes into the office every day and is pretty much learning how to be a professional all over again.
I can't keep up with this job anymore. I'm sick of it.
1 month later.
Keiichi, we've received a formal request from Tokimeki Manufacturing to expand the contract. Oh, and Mr. Mizukawa said he trusts whoever Manager Sato picks.
That's an honor. This result is only possible thanks to your support, Nagisa. Nagisa, actually, there's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time.
Huh?
Going through these recent events made me realize how important you are to me. Even in difficult times, you always supported me.
Keiichi.
Actually, you've kind of been in my thoughts forever, Nagisa. Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.